Welcome back to the SA Sports Show, and as you know, we like to catch up with a lot of characters here, especially South Australian characters in sport, and we've really caught one today. We've caught a big one. I'd like you to all welcome Max O'Connell to the program. Max.
Thank you, Barry.
Nice to see you.
Here.
Now, I said characters purely because a lot of people would relate to Max O'Connell as a test umpire. But what a lot of people don't know is your football background as well. You're an all-round sportsman, and as I say, a lot of people would say, well, okay, Max O'Connell, he was a test cricket umpire, but mate, you've got a history of football as well, both with playing and also umpiring.
Yes, it goes back to 1952 when I came here as a kid and played for Ports in the under-16s, under-18s, B grade and league.
Yeah.
And played here for 8 years out in the Oval. And we played in 8 grand finals, won 6 of those, we were runner-up in another, and one other third. So we had a great team.
But you played in the 5 in a row in the reserves, which not a lot of people know. When the league team won the Australian record 6 in a row, we'd also won 5 in a row in the reserves, which you played in.
I played in all 5.
And some very, very good players would have been in that.
Bob Powell, brilliant ruckman, passed on. Billy Thomas played here, then he went to North Adelaide and played in a premiership side. Billy's gone. Barry Wilson and Kevin Doyle.
Yeah, Kevin Doyle.
All played league here, and interesting, at the end of the 1959, all 5 players went to other clubs.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get a league game here.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing, you know, because a lot of those guys would have played league football at any other club. No doubt. It's always been said that these people were good enough to play league football, but would rather stay here because of the success they were having here as well. But not a lot of people know about that 5 in a row.
Well, the state second side had 8 Port Adelaide players in, and the other 12 came from all the other clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
A golden era.
Yeah. Individually though, Max, you picked up some awards. You were no mug with the football.
Football, yes. I got runner-up to Bill Wedding in the B grade medal.
Big Bill Wedding, yeah.
And I played state Colts, and I played 3 state seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't play many A grade.
Yeah.
I kicked 8 goals in 5 games, but I still couldn't get in the team.
In the league side, yeah.
My first goal in A grade was at Richmond Oval, playing against Curly. I was in the goal square and the ball came to ground. I knew Curly was behind me, so I kicked the ball over my head and it went straight through the goals. I was more interested in getting away from Curly than kicking the goal.
Yeah, he was a hard nut, wasn't he? Oh. But there would have been a few hard nuts back then in those days without the 5 umpires and 200 cameras and whatever going on. There would have been a bit of how do you do going on out there.
Single umpire, you could talk to players, there was no microphones, you could say what you like, could answer them back.
Yeah.
My favourite saying was, no, you're wrong, my parents were married.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because you would have been called a bit in your time, I would reckon.
It was all in jest. We'd all meet afterwards, say in the club rooms here and have a drink and talk. It was great.
What about some of the players that you umpired? Because you went on to umpire, football I'm talking about here now. You went on to umpire. You would have umpired some of the really, really gun players, some fantastic players.
On that note there, you have a look at the names of the players. It's unbelievable.
Barassi Cable, Lindsay Head, Russell Ebert, Bob Hammond, Peter Bedford, Brownlow medalist.
Brownlow medalist,
very
state
good player.
cricketer.
State cricketer as well, yeah. Abley, Hawke, another state cricketer, Motley, Dempsey, Shearman, Bagshaw. There's some big names there.
Yeah, some good
so do you have some favourites? You think, okay, this guy's the best. This guy's the best I've ever seen.
I've left out Skilton. Yeah. Skilton was probably one of the best.
Bobby Skilton, yeah.
Peter Bedford was brilliant. He won a Brownlow. He played first-class cricket for Victoria, and the most lovable guy to meet off the ground.
Yeah.
I met him December 2017 in Melbourne at the MCG. We had a reunion for the centenary test.
Yeah.
And Peter's still the same as he was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of sport.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you go, you'll meet people, they'll come up and speak to you and you'll remember them. And like Eric Freeman, played cricket with him, umpired him at football. We've been friends for probably 50 years.
Yeah.
Might be 150 or something.
Yeah, I think it's closer to 150, but yeah. What about some of the characters on the ground? What about some of the things that went on the ground when you were umpiring?
Football or cricket?
Football.
Football. Football really, you didn't communicate that much in talking fun things as you do in cricket. But football was great players like Ebert and Robram. You know, it was a pleasure to umpire players of that standard.
Yeah.
What about Davey Boyd? 56, he won the medal. He used to mark in the centre of the ground here and aim for goals.
Yeah.
He'd do a 60, 70 metre drop kick for goals.
Yeah.
John Abley got best on the ground one day and had one kick.
Yeah.
His full forward, excuse me, who was the leading goal kicker at that stage, never had a kick.
Yeah.
John went out there, he couldn't care less if he had a kick or not, as long as he's playing.
How did you go with votes? How did you go? It's always intrigued me how umpires go. You know, they've just been out there for 120 minutes, or however long the game goes for. Then you've got to sit in a room and you've got to give votes.
Yeah.
How did that work?
I used to do at half time was get the goal umpires to get the scorecard, put over the back and say, put down for Port, Motley, Ebert, Williams, put down for Sturt, Bagshaw, Shoft, Halbert. Then 3/4 time, can you add these to the list? And then after come in the game and you look at that, oh yes. And I used to have a check sheet that could recall what happened in the first half and then the second half.
Yeah. Did all umpires do that sort of thing, or did
No, I
they
think
just?
I was only one.
So
But you
umpires
had to
would.
have a goal umpires that helped you, right?
Yeah. So other umpires would just simply, think about the end of the game and go, well, okay, 3-2-1. It's a big decision, Max, to make, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
You know, it could be win or lose
Especially
a
if
guy a medal.
you've got a very tight game like the one at Glenelg when scores were all tied up and the siren went, and I think it was Greg Weir marked the ball and he had to go back from 60 metres out. He wasn't of a strong kick. He kicked behind and Sturt won by a point.
Yeah.
I got chased off the ground. It wasn't my mistake, but he got chased off the ground and the police sergeant said, knocked on the door, Mr. Umpire, I suggest you stay here for another hour. And then they brought a squad car in to escort me back to home.
Oh, you would have got a lot of flack from over the fence as well. That you pick up.
But no.
You know.
I never really had any moments. You know, all the years I umpired football and cricket, I only had one letter that said something. It called me a tyke. And I never knew what a tyke was.
Oh yeah.
Something to do with Irish, but I'm not sure.
Oh really? Oh, don't look at me, mate. I spent 5 years in grade 5. I wouldn't know what tyke was, mate. That's a new one to me. Okay, so when you finished your playing days and you move into umpiring, you umpired footy. You umpired a lot of state games and
umpired
whatever.
160 local games.
Yeah.
Only 18 games a year.
Yeah.
One umpire system.
Yeah.
Umpired 6 AFL games. Victoria versus WA in Melbourne twice and in Perth once. Then I umpired North Melbourne and West Torrens, South Adelaide and Melbourne, Sturt and Collingwood and Sturt and Carlton.
These are the end of season games. These are the premiers.
Premiers game, end of the season.
Okay, they're good games. Do you have a favourite? Do you have a game that stands out? One that really, that was a great game of footy.
There was a game when Robram absolutely dominated. And what I liked about Robram was that if I was in the position I saw Robram mark the ball, I'd go 20, 30 metres close to the North Adelaide goals, because 90% of the time he'd kick it to the goals, he'd get the ball and kick it to their goals. He was a great player, Robram. Eva was just behind him.
So you have a favourite state game? Is there a big one there?
Yes, the one in Melbourne, the first one. Games were all tied up with 5 minutes to go, and there were 2 brothers from Collingwood playing for Victoria, and it rained all day, the mud was terrible, and what he did, he kicked off the ground, ball went through for goal, the Vicks won by a goal.
Oh yeah.
That was my first game. The next one in Melbourne, there was a whitewash, the one in Perth was a big gap.
Yeah. So how do we go from there? We move on from footy and whatever, and then all of a sudden we've got... We start umpiring cricket, because you had a cricket career as well.
I played 10 years A grade for Port. I was vice captain for 4 years.
Yeah.
We played in the semi-final against Glenelg and lost. We should have won.
Yeah.
Out here on this ground, I'm not sure what the year was now, we had Neil Hawke made 135, we were 303 or something. Then it rained on the next Thursday, rained on the Friday, and the Saturday was a beautiful day like this. They went into bat, the Bays made 69 and 32. Hawke got 15 wickets or something. Greg McKinnon got a bag. Anyway, Ian Chappell made his only pair ever in that game.
Okay.
I asked him to sign the score sheet some years later, and he threw it so far I had to go 20 metres to pick up the paper.
That's Ian. Hold that thought, mate. We're going to take a break, but we might talk some more cricket with you very, very shortly.
Lovely.
Back soon.